Okay, so the next problem is also similar because they have given us a polynomial. A polynomial has been given to us, and it looks like they're giving us one solution. It says because given 1, 0, so that this is my solution, 0, whatever you may call it. So they have, it's very similar to the previous problem. In the previous, just the setup is a little different. In the previous problem it said given a polynomial and f of k equals to 0. So that's what we need to recognize. We need to recognize that when they say f of k equals to 0, that means that k is a solution. Here they're straight up telling us that 5 is a solution. They're not kind of saying it in any convoluted way. The only difference is, in the earlier problem I was told to find factors, now I'm told to find the zeros or the roots or the solution. So we do exactly the same thing as the previous problem where we divide by whatever solution they give us, see the remaining polynomial, factor it further and give all the solutions. So I know for a fact one solution, so they've given us that solution. So I know 5 is a solution. Now I have to find the other solution. So let's go ahead and do the synthetic division using 5 as the divisor. Let's see the polynomial we get. Let's factor that further and find the remaining solutions. So go ahead and stay ahead of me. Start doing the work. I will follow up in 1 minute. Okay, so if we cannot check the setup, make sure your setup is correct. So drop the first one and then multiply, add, multiply, add. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 9 is 11. Do the process all over again. 11 times 5 is 55. Add these two and you should get 6. And then again 6 times 5 is 30. So this is positive 30. So I am on the right track. If you don't get zeros and remainder, please check your work. You should get zeros and remainder because they have told us that 5 is a solution. So you have to get zeros and remainder. What's your next step? Is to write your polynomial from these coefficients. Okay, let's go ahead and write that. Again, I'll give you guys a minute a heads up so that you can start your work. Go ahead and write this polynomial and then you factor it and solve it. You need to do both. So let's go ahead and do that. Remember, you'll start with x squared because you're dividing x cubed by x. Or the other method is 6 has to be a constant, so constant, this has to be an x, this has to be an x squared. That's another way to look at it. Remember, to solve, you want to set it equal to 0. To do the 0 product, let's go ahead and factor this. So this is the kind of factoring. This is the kind of factoring where a is greater than 1. So you need to multiply, this is the one where you multiply 4 by 6. And okay, so do it in any method that you're comfortable factoring. So let's go ahead and factor this. Factors of 24 that add up to 11. I found 8 and 3. I just ran in my head the different numbers. I started with 2. 2 times 12 is 24, didn't work. But when I went to 3, 3 times 8 is 24. That did work. So sometimes it helps to just run the numbers in your head one at a time. Start with 2, go to 3, go to 4, and you will come across the combination. And it's got 4 terms, so you'll do grouping. And here the 3 is a GCF, you get x plus 2. That means my two factors are 4x plus 3 and x plus 2 But remember here, my earlier problem, I only did factoring, but now we have to go to the next step where we have to solve. That means from these two factors, my solutions are x equals to negative 3 over 4, right? Negative, yeah. And from here I get x equals to negative 2. These are my two other solutions. All right? Everybody okay? Okay. Everybody okay? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and write down all the solutions on my sheet itself. So I already wrote 5 as one of my solutions. My other two solutions are negative 3 over 4 and negative 2. So these are my solutions. So remember we did a theorem right in the beginning which said that the maximum number of solutions is the same as the degree. That's the maximum number. So this is a cubic, which means I have 3 solutions, which is good. I could have had 2 too. Like I said, any of them could be repeating. All right. So I did A with you guys. I'd like you guys to do B. So